Hi everyone, my name is Vera Laksmi Caksono. People call me Vera. I am currently a team leader of network maintenance ISEC in UGM. My ISEC journey started as an intern for external relations, and in there I could gain a lot of new experiences. I learned about the work ethics, I learned how we manage our professionalism in dealing with our stakeholders just by attending to their invitational events. I had a meeting with our one of the BOA, business partner, and so on. I realized that I feel comfortable and happy just by having conversation with them, and it is simply just because it boosts my inner energy, and at the same time I could gain a new insight and new perspective ways from them. And there's also one of the reason why I decided in applying for MBA. And to make it short, I was elected, and I was so nervous but excited at the same time to hold the first meeting with my team member. Like I keep questioning whether will it be awkward or not, and then but I knew the truth that if I had done it, then it would be just fine. But it's just that I already worried at the first step, and turns out it went well. The meeting went so well, and it was so fun. My team members are very open, and then there's a professional. They are very humble, and I'm so thankful to have them as my team member. And along with the journey, we got the pressure from both directions, because in network maintenance we support our international operation, especially we support about the accommodation support through universities. And as by the time I look at their calendar, I was so shocked. Like, wow! I told my mother, guys, we'll have so much to do for the next 6 months, because most of the universities that want to be approached were still on a cold call, and it was not easy to reach a partner. They are still on a cold call, and it is because on the previous term that our university operation didn't get much pay attention, so that's why. And it is indeed our job to expand our ISEC accessibility to people outside of ISEC. And I'm so thankful again that my team and I have the determination that we want to ingest, that we want to enhance and expand to the people outside of ISEC to know more about our products. But then again, COVID-19, I still remember that on Friday, March 13th, that we hold physical meeting at the canteen of our campus, and we were so happy at that time. We were laughing, we were planning and also discussing about our call to action, that we plan to have synergy meeting with OGV and OGE. And also on March 16, we plan to have an invitation at one of our university partner. But then on Saturday, we got the news from the rector, or from the letter from the campus, stating that all activities should be carried out online. And I was so panicked, like I didn't know what to do. And I immediately approached the partner, saying that apparently that we cannot do the operations temporarily due to the campus policies. And then I also remember that we had to stop the operations, and I told them that we still didn't know what to do in the future, that we didn't have a clear path, and even from the national itself they are still confused. And yeah, so at the end of the quarter, there's a form from talent management saying that whether if you want to return or not. And for me, I want to return because it's simple that my reason to stay in ISEC is my team members. But to be honest, I was afraid asking them whether if you guys want to stay or not. Like, I'm afraid, but their answers are shocking me, because wow, they still believe in this organization, even though they know that they couldn't expect the growth in our main product. But I'm so glad that they want to stay in this organization, and support each other backs, and then these people are the one that still believe, and so did I believe that we can still make a progress even in these current situations. And my key learning is that there's always a light in the end of the tunnel. Like um, COVID-19 is not an excuse for us for being unproductive, because we started changing our priority scale, whether where which the at the first time we were more focused on the universities, but then our priorities now are on BOA and alumni. And if there is no COVID, then I wouldn't be more get closer with my team member, even though it's virtually. But there's always something that we can do instead of winning it. And there's always sun. The sun is always returns, but sometimes it gets dark, and it's normal. And my journey in Isaac is still a short way, and I still have a long way to go. But for me, 1 year for staying in Aztec taught me that I get a lot of new things that I words cannot describe how blessed I am to be able in a part of this organization and in this journey. Okay, so if I have an idea, I will just tell them directly during the meeting, and by following by the statement why I choose this ID, how can I implement this ID, what is the worst cases that could happen if this idea are being implemented in the future. And at the end I will ask them about if there is anyone that have the different opinions or perspective ways towards my idea. I will listen to them, like I will accommodate their aspirations, and then if I agree, then I will say agree, like yes, I am agree with you, and following with the statement why I agree with their opinions. And then if I'm not really sure about their opinions, or don't feel really agree, then I will speak up and appreciate them first, and then following with the statement why I don't feel agree with their ideas. And then so we basically talk a lot for just one topic, and then to make sure that my ideas are being on board is that I told them about my ideas, but also not to be forgotten that I took a consideration about people's opinions towards mine. And then because I'm so open to any suggestion and criticism, and that's why I always say it, but also consider their opinions. I am such an open person that in serving our goals, I try not to push my members. I didn't give much pressure to them, but at the very beginning, I always give an explanation about the job description. I give the example on how do I approach the partners and many other things. And for the rest, I just let them to explore their own way. I trust their intuition, I trust their own implementation. And but in the middle of the process, I always ask them like um, on how far that you guys have been achieved, and then do you ever guys need my hand or not. And if they say that they need help, then I will just be right there for them. And for me, I think that in this sense the emotional bond is more important. So I can say that my management style is more people to people connection, where in ASEC we are not only talking about the work, but also outside of the work, outside of the ISEC. I mean, it's simple as sharing our daily routine life, our habits, our interests. And for me, meeting is not only talking about the work, but also sharing our habits, like what I said before. Like we like to talk about our favorite movies, our daily binge watching habits, and then whether if we are debating on is how it is a sandwich or not. And then we talk a lot other things outside of ASEC. And for me, I think that we are not just only the work colleges, but also we are more than that, that we have more connection, that we have each other's back and we support each other. So my management team is more like people to people connection. At the very beginning, I have the determination to be part of IYLC. So to make stay accountable is to commit. Commitment here means that I will try my best to do my job description successfully. I do respect about the group chat, and then I will try to respond as fast as possible. And then if there is an urgent situation that cannot left behind and requires me to be not able to attend the meeting, then I will give an advance notice. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you so much.